Hello and welcome to Really Big Podcast with me, Seb Gran.
Me, Ollie Dobson.
And me, Michael Blower.
It's been a while since we've done this last, and since we've got Michael with us again.
Yes, it has been quite a busy and eventful year for me. Job hunting and also temp work at Christmas. So basically being the quintessential job searching Ronin.
Say something funny, you're hilarious.
I'm hilarious, am I?
Yeah, you're hilarious. Say something funny.
Fuck. Say something hilarious.
Yeah. Tell us something funny.
Or do a funny voice. That'll do.
Yeah.
Oh, you really like my funny voices, okay?
Yeah.
So, Ali Johnson, I hear from Arnold Schwarzenegger you have got great arms. Let's have a handshake. It's been a while since I saw you. Oh. What's the matter? The CIA got you pushing too many pencils? you always like these voices,
Yeah.
don't you?
Oh, by the way, can you do a Christopher Lee impression, but can you read this book?
Not yet. We'll save that for a bit.
Okay.
We have much to discuss.
I want him
yes,
to
of
read
course.
Rod Stewart's autobiography with the voice of Christopher Lee.
Okay, we'll do that in a minute.
Yeah.
But first and foremost, the big news of possibly the decade,
Okay.
Heroes is coming back.
Oh.
I say it on an episode of The Kryptonite Factor, and it happens. I must use this power wisely.
Save it, I'll get money and stuff.
I'll probably say that, I don't know, the next Fantastic Four movie will be good.
Fat chance.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 won't totally suck.
Sure.
And the next week's lottery numbers?
Will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and
It's
6.
about time. That's never happened. It's got to happen sooner or later. Oh, I can't wait for Heroes to come back. Oh, what a show.
I know. I mean, let's talk about Heroes for a bit. Yeah. So, Mike, did you ever watch Heroes?
No.
Guess.
Oh, fair enough.
no.
I haven't watched it much. I
fair enough.
I just get so busy and...
Fair enough. Well, have you seen the new Star Trek movies? Like the J.J. Abrams ones?
I've yet to. I
Do
really
you live
am.
under a rock or something?
Oh, just so it's what the grey stains on my skin are a bit of a giveaway,
Yeah.
and the mud on my clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's me that's got the extensive list of films I need to watch.
Yes.
Yeah, how's that coming along anyway?
Well, I'm going to watch RoboCop at some point. And
I
then
really want to watch that one. I think that looks really good.
What?
Sorry, the
Not-
RoboCop.
No, I mean the original RoboCop.
Oh, that
Do you
one.
know that there's an original?
Oh, yes. I haven't watched that one either.
Also,
I
of
feel
course, this guy called Michael Jackson sung songs.
Yes.
You might-
Yes, I do know it. Billie Jean was not his lover, I take it, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't fussed about being black or white, which is appropriate because he was kind of both.
Also, he's looking at the man in the mirror, which must have been a bit of a fright for him.
Yeah.
I mean,
Suppose he should have learned to stop when he had enough.
Yeah.
This is too much. This is...
more Michael Jackson puns available on request.
Yeah. And don't forget, no one's going to save you from the beast about to strike.
It'll be a thriller, I tell you, folks.
Thriller night.
So what else has been going on in the world today?
I saw this interesting thing on the internet.
So this interesting thing on the internet,
Yeah. There was this cat that was born without front legs.
right?
So it learnt to walk on its hind legs, and it was like a T-Rex.
Oh my
Okay.
god, that's awesome.
But, it was standing up and everything.
Dinosaur cat.
Yeah.
Dinosaur. Yeah. Did it have like scales or something and roared, or
No.
was it part of a cheap Japanese Godzilla, like the first original film? Was it?
No, it was just a cat that could stand up.
Ah,
It was awesome.
fair enough.
Also, right, I have to. Have you seen a YouTube channel called Christopher Lee Webb?
Christopher Lee Webb.
It's basically Christopher Lee's personal YouTube channel. He records Christmas messages on it.
Does he?
Yeah, it's nice to hear him talk like a regular person, like you're having a conversation with him.
Definitely, yeah. Although he's kind of slowing in his speech, though. He does like have long pauses in his speech.
Yeah.
But he's a very ripe old venerable age, to be fair.
Yeah, he's
Oh, it's
very
wonderful.
He's the oldest metalhead in the world.
Yeah.
He does,
Oh
he does
my god, have you heard some of his metal work?
Oh,
What, you mean like at school when you
No.
could weld things?
No.
No, he's not a
he's-
blacksmith.
no, like real metalhead, electric guitar, the
Yeah.
rock forms.
I play for you, a rubber bump. pom. That's actually a thing. He's done a metal version of a Rock a Pom Pom and My Way, and probably a few other things as well. Haven't really heard a lot of it.
It does sound.
It's like something you'd see in a Family Guy sketch. You can't believe it's real.
I know.
You know.
I mean, I told my sister about it. She said, "No, you've been taken in." But it's real.
It's real.
What was it that you thought I made up that turned out to be true?
What was it?
Oh, there was something that you thought I made up. Oh, it was about the Burka Avenger.
Oh yeah, the Burka Avenger. Yeah, I thought you'd made that up.
Yeah, it's about this cartoon that they have in Iran, about this woman who goes around wearing a burqa and saving the day.
Ah.
Well, it's more of a ninja thing.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose the.
It actually looks pretty good. She uses pencils as weapons. She's a teacher.
Ah.
So the pen is mightier than the sword.
Yeah, well, pencils and stationery as like thrown weapons was the thing.
Oh. Well, did she get a ruler or something?
I don't know. I haven't really
Right.
seen it, but I just read a bit about it.
You know those shatterproof rulers? You know, and if you had one that wasn't shatterproof, that would probably be a good weapon. You could probably go like on a table.
I've
and...
never seen a ruler shatter.
No, well that's because they're all shatterproof, Ollie. It's in the title. Common sense.
Well, if you have to specify that a ruler is shatterproof, then there must be some non-shatterproof.
I swear they're shatterproof. I swear.
There's the old wooden ones, but they don't shatter; they just splinter. So
Yeah.
there's no such thing as a shattering ruler. Sorry, folks.
So what's the point in specifying that shatterproof rulers are shatterproof?
Well, you know, it's a sales pitch, isn't it? There's these rulers and they're shatterproof. You know, it's like saying
What,
there's
like-
these
like an
non-deadly
airproof window?
burgers.
An airproof window.
Yeah.
Airproof.
It doesn't let any wind in, so it must be working.
Well, unless you open it, but then, you know.
Then it becomes less
It
effective.
just defeats the object.
Yeah. Or
So-
one of those spacesuits that allow you to survive in space. They're helpful.
So, anything else happening in the world
Oh.
since I live under a rock, according to you, Seb?
Well, Game of Thrones Series 4 is coming in
What a
its
show.
way, and it is going to be awesome. I read the books, I know what happens, and every episode is probably going to leave you on your edge, you see.
Sure.
Awesome.
Because it's the second half of the Storm of Swords, which is the book where the most stuff happens.
Yeah. Apparently, they've even got a Game of Thrones sort of like board game they've released. Because I'm on this website called beastsofwar.com, and they don't just do miniature war games, they also do board games, and they've got Game of Thrones board card game out. I'd say have a look at it. It seems quite interesting. You get to play like one of your own houses, and you can like make friendships and forge alliances and break them and stab you in the battle. It basically puts you in the role of a Game of Thrones house lord.
Yeah, there's a lot of betrayal in Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine.
On another subject, have you ever thought you saw like a famous person that just looked like a famous
I
person?
thought I saw Keith Richards once. It was
I've
in the car.
actually met famous people before.
Sure.
Darth Vader.
Yeah, I mean, are you sure that wasn't
James
just someone
Earl
dressed as
Jones,
him? Because
or-
that happens a lot, you know.
Yes, I know. Although I've met quite a few famous people in the wargaming community as well. But they're like usually like famous writers, painters, sculptors. I mean, yeah, I've met a few people.
I met Miriam Margolyes once.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
She was in Wicked when I went to see it, and I bumped into her outside the stage door.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I thought I saw on the bus the other day?
Oh.
Lord, as in the singer, you know, the one with the E at the end. You know.
What's the song?
We'll never be royals. Royals!
Oh, her.
That one. I thought I saw her. And I also thought I saw the one in the Hunger Games, you know, the man in the Hunger Games. The one who plays Peter.
What? Peter. Oh, I can't remember.
Malark. You know.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember the actor's name, though. I know
Something
who you mean.
Hutchinson, I think.
Josh Hutcherson.
Yeah, I think
Josh
that's it.
Hutcherson.
Yeah.
I thought I saw him, but...
I think one of my mates looks a bit like him, actually.
Ah.
He's
Didn't your
like-
dad meet Peter Kay?
Yeah, he did. I don't have the picture anymore, but there's a picture of him with his arm
How
around
convenient. You don't have the picture anymore.
There was also an edited version where he put beards on them for some reason. And he sent me the email just a few years ago. He goes, "That is a picture of a comedy genius and Peter Kay."
I once met Joe Pasquale before.
Oh, yeah.
Squeaky voiced.
Yeah, I know.
Voiced guy to tell you. He does prices right. I actually met him one time, and I had a photo of it, but but because there was like this big spotlight in my face, like backstage where we were having a picture took, it was like really squinty eyed, and I was like this, and I looked high. Just felt embarrassed. I do feel embarrassed to show the photo, but I lost it, and I don't know where it is now. But it was such a wonderful time.
You know those musicians that just disappear? They release a song and then they disappear. You know, like Jamiroquai, we don't see him anymore.
Rennie and Renata.
Yeah, or
Simon D.
Tupac or Kurt Cobain. They're lazy, aren't they? They just don't do music anymore. They just sit at home all day.
Not sorry to break it to you, but Kurt Cobain. Just read the newspapers.
Why, was he causing trouble again?
Moving swiftly on.
Yes. Swiftly on.
Right. But, I'm trying to think, have I met any other famous people or seen them? Well...
Michael, you are hilarious.
Am I?
Yeah, you are.
Fair enough.
Yeah, anything you say makes me laugh, even if you don't mean it to.
Okay then. Hello, Seb. How's your morning?
Oh. Alright, I'm going to make you read something, and I want you to do an impression of someone when you're reading it, like Christopher Lee, for example.
I'm going to do Christopher Lee again.
I'll just give you this. I think it's Rod Stewart's autobiography.
Rod
might be
Stewart's autobiography is Christopher Lee. Okay.
Read this.
All right,
This is
audience,
a frequent segment on the podcast when
This is a
Michael's
feature.
here.
It's a feature when I do this, folks. So
Okay.
because Seb pays me for it, so I have to do it. In which our hero commences an affair with a wing commander's daughter, acquires a stupidly large house, and falls into fellowship with Elton John.
Keep on.
In July 1971, the record company throws a party for the faces at a nightclub called Bumbles in Los Angeles. It is the usual scene: loud music, a foaming ocean of free drink, a number of record company types in various stages of nervousness and inebriation, and a horde of women in luscious night attire, who are here with the sole aim of flinging themselves at the band, which they duly do with cheerful immodesty.
Oh, what other impressions can you do?
Other impressions? Oh, you really want.
We want a reel.
We've got you on the show. We're getting our money's worth.
Okay. Oh yes. How much you paying for this? £12.50.
Let's do a different chapter. Shall we do from here?
Okay, then a different
think of a famous.
Can you do
person.
Gilbert Gottfried?
No.
Iago from Aladdin, if you don't know who that is.
No.
Oh.
I can't.
There's a YouTube video of him reading bits of 50 Shades of Grey in the Iago voice. It's hilarious.
I'll have to have a look at it.
Oh, what's his name? You can do the guy from God of War, can't you?
Kratos.
Kratos.
Try it in his low, menacing voice.
Kratos.
In which our hero finds himself spurred by punk rockers. In 1977, Johnny Retton called me an old fart. Sorry, I can't. I'll tell you what, just for you guys, I'll do Arnold Schwarzenegger. Not to my face. On a British television show, I was 32. Not that old, really. And not really a fart either. To my mind, although people will always be entitled to a view, the point was, in London, punk rock had arrived in a storm of spit, and I seemed to be one of the people getting spat at. For a new, young, angry generation, I was suddenly representative of a breed of musicians who were rich, out of touch, complacent, and perhaps, worst of all, given to singing ballads.
That's awesome.
This is my Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. It is very good.
So would you say that Rod Stewart's nothing but a choir boy?
He is nothing but a choir boy compared to me. You think you're bad, but you are awesome. Rod Stewart. I listen to all your albums. Is it now?
You're so good at reading that you could read an audio tape.
I could do an audio. Maybe I should do that. That'd be quite a good
Do an
idea.
audio tape.
An audio tape.
Like a new Christopher Lee voice.
Ah.
Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban.
I have plenty of books. Come over one time. I don't know. We can read Game of Thrones or something.
Read Game of Thrones in a particular form. Yeah, that would be
You
good.
could even read a phone book. You know how people say that people like Tom Jones or CeeLo Green, anyone on The Voice really could read a phone book and it would be good.
It would sound good.
Not much of a voice, because isn't that one guy, who I can't remember the name of, pointless, because you've got Kylie Minogue, you've got
William.
Will.i.am.
William.
William, you're boring. Will.i.am. As opposed to Will.i.am Nods.
Sounds
you've got
like
Tom
Yoda
Jones.
introducing himself in disguise. Will.i.am.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
you've got these all star cast. You've got Tom Jones, Will.i.am, and Kylie Minogue. And then you've got some guy who I can't remember the name of.
Yeah.
Just put me on the show instead of him and we'd have a great laugh. You know, it'd be awesome. You know, Will.i.am would be all chilled out and Tom Jones would be telling us interesting stories and Kylie Minogue would be hitting on me, I hope.
Hope.
Yeah, well, this is my fantasy. I'm on The Voice.
Mm.
And if they can control those swivel chairs, wouldn't it be funny if they went out of control? Tom Jones is like, I'm going to pass out.
I think Emperor Palpatine is the only one that looks good on a swirling chair.
Oh, wouldn't it be great if you had one of those swivel chairs from The Voice?
Well, he just judges Luke on his acting ability. He turns around to think he's the ideal apprentice.
But don't you love it when they have the kind of battles on The Voice a bit later on in the show?
Battles. Oh, like two singers against each other.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
yeah.
wouldn't it be funny if it got out of hand and there was like a fist fight between two competitors?
Well, to be honest, I think the X Factor have already got publishing rights for that because of like. I heard of one X Factor contest and there was like these two fat girls and one of them punched the other.
Yeah. But you can imagine, Will.i.am like, whoa, chill out, guys. It's only a show.
Or Michael Winner, calm down, dear.
Oh, he'd be great on
It's a television show.
Oh, yes.
If you had your own, like, people on The Voice, who would you choose?
Who would I choose? Do they have to be living or dead?
It's hypothetical.
Woody Harrelson.
What music credentials does he have?
I don't care. He played Haymitch in the Hunger Games movie. And
He's
was
awesome.
Let's see. Music people.
Well, it don't have to be music people, that could be anyone, but...
Christopher Lee.
Okay.
Well, he's had plenty of experience with music.
Yeah.
You know, he received the Golden God Award.
I mean, I hate to admit it, but I think The Voice is the only show I watch religiously these days.
Yeah. Well, I do like the fact
Well,
that it
wait till
judges...
Game of Thrones comes back on.
Well, I have to
Yeah.
admit, I do like the voice. It doesn't judge people on your appearance like X Factor does.
Yeah, I mean, because they don't know what they look like. They're just sitting there. They could turn around and it could be a goblin man singing, and if they like the voice, that's
Yeah.
good.
Let's see. Who else would I have?
Who would you have, Michael?
As on the voice.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd probably who do I like as a good singer? God, this is I just can't think.
Well, I'd have CeeLo Green. I think he's on the American version.
Yeah,
He may have been on the British version. I don't know. I
I'd-
would
I'd
have
say-
Robbie Williams.
he'd be good. Yes,
Yeah.
I'd definitely have him.
I would have someone like maybe Shania Twain.
Shania Twain.
Yeah.
I do like her as well. She's good.
And I'd probably have, if he were... I'd have Dave Grohl, I think. I mean, who'd had a bit of variety, yeah.
Semi obscure but sort of mainstream theatre reference. I'd put Idina Menzel on there.
Yeah. The voice dream team.
Yeah. I'll tell you who I wouldn't have though.
Who?
But I wouldn't have all the current little kids like Bieber and Miley Cyrus. And
Well, that
What,
goes
you mean
without
those
saying.
10-year-olds that people keep trying to convince us are grown up?
I would tower off into a rage, but I'll probably end up getting kicked off on. I would probably end up getting the video kicked off YouTube for foul content.
Yeah. We seem to be music lovers here, and it's a good shot.
Yeah. So
Well, I was just thinking, despite me making you do silly voices, I think this is probably the most grounded episode we've ever done. There's nothing silly or out of the way.
Well, we didn't have any odd news prepared, did we?
No.
We just sort of winged
Well,
it.
there was that thing about the cat.
Yeah.
yeah, that's you do get to see those crazy stuff. Although there was one crazy thing I heard on the news.
Oh, yeah.
Because my main internet page is the TalkTalk website, which is my
Sure.
provider, and has like news feeds.
That's where I get most of my stuff from.
Yeah, basically, there's this guy in America. He tried to get tickets to One Direction, but it was all sold out. So he's like, so his kids were like really really angry, like, oh, I hate you, I don't want to speak to you again, you're not my father, or, because
Well, it turns out he wasn't. He was just some strange guy who kept coming to the house.
No, it's just, well, you know how ungrateful kids can get.
I know. You are no son of mine.
Yeah, basically, no, but seriously, it was like, he had 2 daughters, and they loved One Direction, but he couldn't get tickets because they were sold out,
Yeah.
Shit happens. And kids spoilt as they are nowadays, and do you know what the dad tried to do?
What?
He phoned the Pennsylvania Stadium where they were playing and said, there's going to be a bomb, there's a bomb planted, and if One Direction play, the stadium will blow up. They traced the call to a payphone and arrested the guy.
Oh my god.
It's just, but the comments though, I'm not big on terrorism, okay? Like,
Well, not many people are these days.
But I have to admit, that actually made me laugh. Although,
The militant followers of One Direction.
How do you think Al Qaeda employ people? Do they have job interviews?
the suicide hotline.
I mean, can you imagine like a former suicide bomber in a job interview? Because it's not good career prospects, is it?
Yeah, although apart from the army. But yeah,
You used to be a suicide bomber. I'm taking it that didn't go well.
Al Qaeda aren't what they used to be, They're not as popular as they once were. I remember when everyone was talking about them, now it's all like, oh no, we've got financial crisis, forget about these two. Well, they only had one big hit, and let's not talk about that.
Just for the sake of
One-hit
clarification,
wonders.
that was Seb talking, no one else.
I'm a horrible man.
yeah.
Hey, you want to hear a miscarriage joke?
Oh no,
You know what?
no, let's cut to black.
Yeah, never mind.
Wait, cut to black. The show's black anyway, because it's an audio thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what? Never mind. It wouldn't come out right. Oh dear.
Oh my god, this is worse than innuendo bingo on Radio 1.
Do another silly voice to end the show on a higher note.
I
A
would have
silly voice.
used a stillborn joke, but I always managed to mess up the delivery.
Quick, do a silly voice, Michael. Save us.
Yes, I'll try and save you with a silly voice. I can't.
You have to try and be David Bowie.
I don't know what he sounds like.
Oh, David Bowie. Did I say he should be on The Voice? Because he should
He
be.
would be quite good on it.
Oh, he knows more than anyone about music, though.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, Ziggy does play guitar.
Well, yeah, he does.
I wouldn't mind having Neil Hannon. He's a really good musician. He sung English Lady of a Certain Age. You ever heard of it?
Yeah.
Back in the day, you had been part of the smart set. You holidayed with kings, dined out with starlets. That one, I love
Yeah.
that song.
Yeah. I'm glad he's kind of, in his own way, come out of retirement.
Who?
Robert Bowie? I mean, David Bowie. Who's Robert Bowie?
Well, I suppose that's it for this episode now.
I suppose so.
Yeah, it's really great
There
to
hasn't
meet
really
you
been
guys.
much happening in politics. It's too bad more.
Yeah, except for that whole thing, with Ukraine. But that's not important.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
who
mean,
cares?
I don't understand why more politicians can't be more popular, like that Robert Mugabe. He's never lost an election. They must really like him.
Yeah.
And that Kim Jong-un. I mean,
He's so popular, they don't even have to have elections because they know he'd just win.
he's the most popular person in the world and will live for the 10 times 10,000 years.
Yeah, and Putin, what's he about? I'm being topical. I'm actually being topical.
Yes.
Oh, that Putin.
He will mix himself in Molotov. He's so tough he mixes a Molotov cocktail and then drinks it.
Anyway, let's end on that note. We've had some good topical humour. Yeah.
Yes, and rather intellectual.
We've talked about
conversations.
stuff on the TV. This is almost normal.
Yes.
By the way, if you search on YouTube for the channel Ollie Tinlin, that's OLI space Tinlin, you'll see some of my green screen projects at uni. They're very funny.
He grabbed a plane out of the sky.
Yeah.
And if you go on Be Savoy and type in Salute 2013 Part 2, you'll notice me acting like an idiot for the sake of comedy.
Yeah.
That's why we have him on the show.
That was hilarious.
It
by the way.
was, yes. It is quite good, folks. A bit funny.
You pretty much hijacked that video. All the comments were about you.
It was, yes.
Ah.
Honestly, that disgusting, obnoxious troll needs to be had an elbow to the gay boy's throat. Is that a girl or ...
There were some hilarious comments.
Best video bomb of the day, though.
Still, you've hijacked a video at a convention. That is a high five moment.
I like how your comments were indistinguishable to comments on your average Justin Bieber video. I'm only
Average
joking.
Justin.
But they were in some ways.
Yeah. Yeah, that's me all over.
Okay, I think we've had a good show. So, see you, well, I'm not going to say next week, because it's been months since we've done one, so see you next time.
Good night.
See you.
Good night, if you're listening to it at night. If not, forget.
A big hello out there to all you truckers, and good night.
Good night.
Good night.